As long as you are in human incarnation, there is going to be what you consider trauma. That is something that you do not want, that shakes you to your core. So I want to ask you tonight to consider how we support trauma, shifting from something horrible to teachable. And it still may seem horrible. Certainly those fires are horrible, even if we've opened to them as teacher. The hurricanes, the floods, COVID going back a few years. Teachings and doctrines of hatred, they're horrible. And yet, you chose to come into human incarnation knowing this is how this sentient form of being called human, how it is, that it's deeply affected by words, by emotions, by energy. Let's consider the bodies, the physical body first of all. Just this earth body that you have. The mental body, which through the senses, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, receives information. And then the mental body responds to that information. There is the emotional body. Same thing. It picks up information and responds to the information. The energy body. Feelings, thoughts. There's a different part of you. Let's just call it ground of being. Who you were before you were born. Before there was a separated physical, emotional, mental body. Who were you? Why did you come here onto Earth? Why would anybody take on these heavy bodies? Certainly it wasn't to have fun. Well, that's not true. It's exhilarating to ski down a mountain, paddle down a river, embrace your beloved, listen to a symphony. There's much that's absolutely wonderful in the physical body and its senses. But there's going to be pain too. And as human, you can't really limit that pain. If the sense is going to be open to experience softness, it's going to be open to experience harshness. If it's going to be open to experience loving kindness and compassion, it's going to be open to experience angry energies and words and thoughts. You can't close a part of yourself and leave the rest of yourself open. So somehow the human has to practice how to open its heart to the very difficult experiences and use them as a transformative material. I'm coming to this image that Barbara shared before. Here was Bill. So much destroyed. People harmed, people killed. Immediate neighbors. No power, no running water, no communication. I suppose some bottled water and canned food. He had a choice to freak out, as you might put it. What am I going to do? Or to say, my neighbor needs some water, so I'll carry some over there. And then I'm filthy, so I'm going to take a bath. It's winter. It's cold out. But my creek is not frozen. Take some soap, take a towel. And I just have this image of our dear Bill sitting there, probably not shivering so much as saying, not for long, but being at peace with what is. What does it take to do that? We have to take practice in small increments. When there's devastation around, that's not the place to start. The starting place is with your everyday practice. It's with the mosquito bite, not here in January, but the mosquito bite, and it itches. It's with the neighbor who says something unkind, or the garbage can out front that somebody knocked over. Your trash spread around your front yard. It's with the angry family member who disagrees with you politically. Breathing in, I am aware of tension. Breathing out, I hold space for that tension. Breathing in, I watch myself contracting. Breathing out, and breathing in, filling myself, releasing the contraction, or better put, finding the space within the contraction. Right there with contraction, there's spaciousness. There is not always the closed fist. There is spaciousness. If you are conscious, and if you hold the intention not to hold the contractions, there can be compassion for the human that contracts. This is what happens. This is how the human is built. But it doesn't have to stay that way forever.